So, willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Black Desert Online. Korsarin, naja, Grundstory machen. Ich werde das jetzt so machen. Ich habe mir jetzt meine Folgen mal Revue passieren lassen. Mich stört das Rauschen leider auch ein wenig, wenn ich mir die Folgen sogar selber anschaue. Und habe festgestellt, sobald ich das Mikrofon mute, ist es ja komplett weg. Das heißt, ich werde eigentlich nur noch, wirklich nur noch, wenn ich irgendeinen Dampf ablassen will oder er zum Beispiel irgendwas erklären will oder erzählen will, was ich gerade mache, werde ich nicht einklinken, damit man die Videos ohne Rauschen ansehen kann. Weil die Atmosphäre geht damit irgendwie komplett brüchig oder so. Ich hätte gar keine Lust, mir das komplette Video anzuschauen. Gut, ich dulde es oder ich würde es halt selbst dulden oder so, wenn ich weiß, es kommt was Interessantes, dass ich da laber rein. Aber wenn ich dann nur kurz mich mute und dann wieder sage, ich werde jetzt mich in knapp 3 Minuten wieder muten oder so ein Kram und höre dann mitten im Video nochmal das Rauschen, da kriege ich ja Kopfschmerzen bei. Also jetzt am Anfang sage ich ganz einfach, hört man das Rauschen. Es kann sein, dass ich das ganze Video lang gar nichts sagen werde. Und das wird in den anderen Videos vielleicht auch so sein. Ich werde nur noch am Anfang, hallo, also gut, hier Hallo sagen, guten Tag sagen und so und am Ende mich verabschieden, ne? Und vielleicht noch dazwischen, je nachdem, wenn es aber wichtig ist halt. Zum Beispiel, ich muss irgendwas hochstufen wegen Erklären oder so ein Kram. Oder irgendwas erklären, was man braucht oder sonstiges. Bei einem Rätsel zum Beispiel, warum, wie bin ich da drauf gekommen oder so ein Kram, ne? Dann werde ich mich einklinken und es erklären oder so. Wird aber auch nicht immer so lange sein. Ich werde jetzt nicht mehr so eine großen langen hier Reden schwingen wie wie so ein Professor in der Highschool oder so, keine Ahnung, oder in einer hier, keine Ahnung, wie man es nennt. Gleichzeitig kann ich auch sagen, habe ich hier mit der Korsarin auch, das kann ich jetzt schon zeigen, bevor es nachher zu Dings geht, alles von Event halt. Es gab so ein paar Events von Pearl Abyss und davon habe ich sehr viele Kisten von dem Event oder so. Einmal eine Premium-Kiste und einmal eine Outfit-Set-Klassiker-Kiste. Ob ich die jetzt einfach so verkaufe oder Kornsteine daraus mache, war ich an Überlegen. Und wenn ich Kornsteine sowieso mache, kann ich die auch erstmal mit ihr einsetzen, je nachdem, ob ich sie behalte oder nicht halt, weil es kommen sowieso nur die ersten Standard-Outfits raus. Also von ihr jetzt hier zum Beispiel kommt nur das Standard-Outfit und halt die hier und das Erweckungskostüm halt raus. Deswegen, und davon habe ich sehr viele, also es ist egal. Deswegen nicht wundern, falls sie plötzlich irgendwann mal ein Kostüm trägt, weil derzeit trägt sie noch keins. Wenn sie mit der Quest von Balenos fertig ist und nach Heide kommt, habe ich so irgendwann überlegt, bekommt sie das erste Kostüm hier und das Erweckungskostüm erst mit 56. So, lange Rede, kurzer Sinn. Jetzt geht es sozusagen stummmäßig weiter. Ne? Und ich wünsche euch viel Spaß mit dem ganzen Video. Also auch die Laufwege werden stumm sein, weil was soll ich da die ganze Zeit reden? Ne? Kann über Gott und die Welt reden und das Rauschen im Hintergrund hier ja, triggern und das wäre für niemanden gut. Also zumindest nicht zum Einschlafen kann man keines dieser Videos dann nehmen oder so. Wenn ich aber dann einfach jetzt erstmal so spiele und die Story wirken lasse, sie ist zwar auf Englisch, vorlesen würde ich es ja am liebsten gerne auch, aber es geht leider nicht, weil ich könnte die Dialoge manuell laufen lassen, dann kann ich sie vorlesen, aber sie quatschen ja auch sowieso die ganze Zeit dann im Hintergrund mit. Und ich muss so oder so dann warten, bis sie fertig sind, damit ich halt lesen kann. Und das war ja schon bei der Drakania-Story, Berg des ewigen Winters schon ein Problem. Also lass es durchrasseln. Jeder kann die Texte mitlesen. Ich versuche das nicht zu schnell zu machen oder so, dass man auch alles mitlesen kann. Nicht jeder ist so ein geübter Untertitelleser wie ich hier. Ich versuche es zumindest halt, ne? Und dann wünsche ich euch jetzt wirklich viel Spaß.
I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante. Rumors have it that you've tried to take credit for the defeat of Red Nose. To get your name dragged through the mud like that? Who did you piss off? Anyway, the Sage Alustin is waiting for you. We sincerely welcome you to Velia.
This says that Red Nose has been defeated.
If that's the case, why the hell's this village still in this state? I heard they're still drafting soldiers. How about you?
It's all because of those damn goblins.
My love, what would I tell Helen? To think I'd be widowed at my age.
I prayed this year would be free from that curse, and yet here we are in another drought.
Aye, and the chief's granddaughter's coming of age this year.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
Gah, what's the meaning of all this?
The trade wagon that left yesterday has been raided. Again.
Hardell is considering severing ties with us.
Goblins again? How many guards do we need to stop them? The entire guild will starve at this rate.
Oh, wise one, this village is filled with bad spirits.
Shouldn't we do something with the chief's granddaughter first?
In times like these, we need to stay vigilant from within as well. And to do so... Welcome, adventurer. You seem to bear a dark energy, eons old. I am Alustan, an alchemist who feels eons old himself at times. Some see these wrinkles as a sign of wisdom, but a wise man would avoid such an unhealthy obsession with black stones. Uno and Cliff have told me all I need to know of Red Nose tearing through the Dark Rift and his defeat at your hands. I would like you to assist my other daughter in investigating this matter. However, let us speak on this elsewhere. There are far too many prying eyes here.
News is that terrifying?
Hiya, Papa. You've brought someone along? Friends of my father get better deals. They're basically just watered-down versions of Florence's potions anyway. I'm kidding. Please, buy my wares.
Eileen, save your sales pitch. I've a task for you. Think you can handle it?
What? Another one? But I just finished the last one. Can't Florence just swoop in and save the day?
Well, if you don't want this opportunity to meet a black spirit host in the flesh...
What? No way. Look at those dreamy eyes. Nothing like the vacant corpse-like expressions I read about.
Eileen, manners.
Oops. Did I say that out loud? I'll just go stick my head in a cauldron and die now.
Come now, child. No need for dramatics. They are in need of your aid.
Me? Specifically? Sure you didn't just confuse me for Clarence? Gosh, okay. Let's see. How long have you been exposed? Oh, wow. That's a bit excessive. And likely to have accelerated the spirit's encroachment. Tell me, does ceaseless whispering fill your head? Do you have an unquenchable thirst? Is that thirst for apocalyptic chaos?
Eileen!
Got it, Papa. I'll... can do it. Definitely. Probably.
I've received a summons from the Grand Chamberlain Jordine. There are urgent matters at Alejandro Farm to which I must attend. I'll be expecting fair tidings upon my return. Adventurer, please give Eileen your full cooperation.
Right. Clarence will be off to college soon, setting the academic world on fire, while I do my best to find a man who trusts me not to set his meals on fire. Why was I talking about fire? Oh, right! My training! Time to test some chemical reactions, but I'm all out of material. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I hate to ask for a favor already, but...
Uno and Cliff have told me all I...
Wow! You gathered so many so quickly? Guess I've got nothing to fear with you around. Though, as soon as we smite one wicked task, another always rears its head. So, I don't see the harm in us taking our time with them. Papa said you needed help, but... what's a couple of hours? Or why don't we take a short walk over to the church? See that bell tower over there? Why don't you, go on ahead. I need to touch up my faith, for, church.
Contributed as best I could.
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today. You've likely not ever set foot in the desert, nor heard tale of the Black Desert and the salvation of Elion. There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might, sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that span from Calphion to Valencia. But these seeds only bloomed into the fruits of war between those nations, who watered the great desert with blood until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by two names. For the countless black stones, Calphionians know it as the Black Desert. But for the countless lives lost, Valencians call it Red.
Oh, there you are.
So long after,
Shall we sit together?
Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones for what they truly were. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to Elion.
Shirking your alchemical studies again. I see. No surprises there. What does surprise me is how it's a new man every time. What do they see in you? Hello, I'm Florence, Eileen's twin sister. Father filled me in. I only came here to confirm my suspicions. Now listen here. The Black Spirit is biding its time, waiting until you're spent and exhausted. And when you show the slightest sign of weakness, you will be under its control in an instant. My advice, go get some rest. As for my sister, Well, it seems she's already lost interest in you. Don't dawdle here listlessly. Go find Chief Igor Bartali. He's known to treat adventurers with the utmost hospitality.
Protect us, me and my wife, forever.
The blessings of Lord Helion.
Give you a good scolding when you get down.
God, my head.
Ah, so you're the one Alustan spoke of. We finally meet. I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. Welcome to Velia. There was a time when I too dreamt of becoming a great adventurer, and I would love to hear of your heroic encounter with Red Nose. But first, I must attend to a small matter requested of me by the Grand Chamberlain. How about you tell your tale over a meal at the Lunar Halo Inn? It's right over there. My wife, Islin, will treat you to some refreshments. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. You can call me Islin. My husband said you'd be dropping by. Rowdy drunkards think getting pot-shotting is an excuse for breaking a dish or two, but I make sure everyone pays for their mistakes. Here's fair warning to you. This is the chef of our inn, David. Talented, aye, but patrons love him because he pays little heed to the cost of ingredients.
There are many dramatic stories.
Those two over there act like brothers once a little ale's in 'em. In the cold light of sobriety, they find themselves again sworn enemies. That one over there just keeps to himself, smoking his pipe all day long, never orders a thing, literally running on fumes he is. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your order in right away. Roasted chicken salad. Top choice. It's so good you'll have dreams about it. Good, good. Take a seat over there. My husband's probably dying to see you.
There seems to be a lot of new adventurers today.
Oh, Islin is talkative as ever. Sometimes she keeps customers so long that the food goes cold. Finally. I've been looking forward to dining together and hearing the wealth of stories you have to tell.
What you really need to be wearing the Balenos of the altar of Agris.
First, tell me of Red Nose. Tell me everything, theatrics and all. Who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down?
Where's the joy for these soldiers in Western camp without a tavern queen?
Life is cheap if it's worth a pint of dark beer.
That can't be. That Uno has spent his entire life devoted to the studies of imps. Oh, if that's true, we'd have caught Red Nose ages ago.
All days there seems to be a lot of new adventures.
But however did Red Nose become leader of the imps? As I recall, he was ever so tiny and timid.
Life is cheap if it's worth
The black stone given unto Red Nose became one filled with rage. I have no idea what that man is up to. If only I was younger, I'd need just to wave my finger to teach him a lesson. Ah, well. Frustrating though it may be, in times like this, repeat after me. Things are looking up. See? Feels good. Once more. Things are looking up. Your grand journey is still underway, and arduous times are yet to come. Dig deep and shout this out to steel your nerves in those moments.
Well now, what's this? You two together? Things are looking up. Things are looking up.
Oh, Uno. It has been some time. Where have you been quenching your thirst while your old friend's throat is dry?
Me just had a pint of the Dancing Marlin to celebrate our defeat of Red Nose. Cheers!
Imps are all for
And
me to
yet
eat.
to think a black stone of such high purity brings me back to the days when there were yet hairs on your head.
For me to eat. Quick!
I'm telling you, it's all gone in an instant. But I, too, am reminded of the tale of the Great Desert. 10 years past now.
Imps are all for me to eat.
This is your first time hearing it, right? Listen well, it's quite the tale. 10 years past. In the distant desert, a sudden and strange phenomenon occurred. The ground beneath the sands cracked wide, and an ancient ruin burst forth.
Where's the joy for these soldiers in Western camp without a
It was the ruins of Histria, once existing only in ancient texts. Held deep within her, a final chamber composed of the purest black stones.
He's been on about this story for a decade now. My ears can't take it any longer. Be present. It's the year 286. 286.
camp without a tavern.
If it's worth a pint of dark beer.
I don't know about anything else, but a Lustan sure does have charming. Imps are all for me to eat.
What you really need to be wearing.
Nostalgia serves as the greatest drive in the twilight years of a senile old fool. And yet, thanks to what occurred back then, business has never stopped booming.
You're the size of my thumb. Where's the joy for these soldiers in Western camp without a tavern, Queek?
Never thought I'd see the day when Igor the Adventurer was properly domesticated. The things love will do to us, eh?
What you really need to be wearing is the red nose of the altar of
I may not look it now, but I was indeed quite the adventurer in my day. People would travel far and wide to consult with me on matters of history.
Camp without a tavern.
The lads at the Crown Castle are real nasty.
Look at the stone spider flaunting his carapace to the stoneback crab, like he's forgotten he's speaking with the continent's foremost imp expert.
Foxes are
And
all
on
for
my
me to
honor,
eat.
I swear on that day I clearly saw it. The shining star fall into the hills of the forest of
Where's the
seclusion.
joy for these soldiers in Western camp without a tavern, Queek? Quick!
That nonsense again. Give it a rest, my dear friend. No one found a star, not even a scrap of metal in that area.
If it's worth a pint of dark beer.
I promise you, before my dying breath, I shall uncover its secret. I, Uno, am a man of my word. Believe it.
Where's the joy for these soldiers in Western camp without a tavern, Queek?
Of all days, there seems to be a lot of new adventurers today.
This stuff is great. Careful. Do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard.
Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows?
Oh, Dronin, you're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Tranan Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you had a pretty rowdy night at the tavern, so he brought you back here. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And maybe apologize for dueling his anvil? Let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Yes, the chief's granddaughter. You could say she's the princess of the town. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown worse. Now, a dark figure has begun to invade her mind. We're going to pay her a visit, though, please understand, for anyone so shy and who suffers as she suffers, a smile would be hard to muster. Oh, poor Emma. She's the only person who's opened their heart to me. I must find a way to rid her of her vile infestation. Nightmares of the Kingdom of Kron often haunt Emma. People do not talk about it, saying it's a curse that befell the family. See, she's a descendant of that house, and they sacrificed the lives of their citizens to an immortal alchemist in return for eternal life. That family, they treat the curse like it's nothing, like it's a normal part of any child's formative years. Nonsense, I say. No wonder she shuns people. I'm counting on you to get close to her heart. Here, have a look at this. "150 years have passed since the fall of the Kingdom of Kron. Yet, House Bartali still remains in the public eye. Grave robbers have once again stolen Noir Bartali III's treasure, a piece of heaven. However, the town has shown no pity, saying that it's a well-deserved punishment. The chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking with adventurers all the time, but he really cares about the town, more than anyone else. He gave me a place to set up my own shop, and he's serious about restoring the Bartali name. The Bartali family store their ashes in an ossuary north of this town. A place like that, teeming with Kron's secrets, must have some clues. Go ahead and take the path near the church. I'll check in on our dear, hungover Dr. Uno, then join you.
I'm Tronin Underfoe, a blacksmith with patience. No need to thank me. Looks like I have myself a valuable new patron. I can see how callous the palms of your hands are. You will certainly be a regular at the forge. From now on, trust your gear to me, a master craftsman. And, by the way, where are you off to with Eileen? Us, you hurry? Got peculiar taste, that's for sure. Most tourists would prefer visiting more scenic spots. On your way there, give my regards to my dear friend Richie, if you could. He's not been in his town too long. Think I'm the only friend he has.
So, da habe ich mich wieder muted. Das bedeutet, man merkt auch schon, sobald das Rauschen wieder kommt, ist die Folge zu Ende. Oder es wird was Spannendes passieren. Aber wir haben schon 30 Minuten hinter uns. Folge ist damit auch schon das müsste die 4. Folge sein. Ich glaube, ja, die 4. Folge. Ich komme meistens immer durcheinander. Und wie gesagt, es kam ja nichts Besonderes rein. Erklärungen oder so, die jetzt unnötig wären. Es geht ja immer weiter hier mit der Story halt. Man kann sich auch anschauen, wie das hier weitergeht. Hier Balenos halt, da bin ich jetzt gerade hier. Man sieht, es ist noch eine sehr lange Geschichte halt, bis man hier fertig ist mit Balenos. Also es wird noch einige Aufnahmen geben. Ab diesem Zeitpunkt werde ich wahrscheinlich nicht mehr viel machen. Also ich hatte jetzt dann doch vorgenommen, ich habe ja schon in den letzten Folgen aber schon mal erwähnt, dass ich vielleicht die komplette Story bis halt, naja, so weit wie es halt hier geht. Es gibt ja auch dann noch hier dafür brauche ich jetzt mal Leute für theoretisch, aber hier zum Beispiel Odilita oder der Berg des ewigen Winters bis dahin mache. Ich werde vielleicht mal gucken, dass ich ansetze. Valencia finde ich total langweilig, wenn ich ehrlich bin. Also wirklich langweilig, da geht es halt, da findet man nicht ganz so viel von der alten Geschichte irgendwie, was ich irgendwie komisch finde. Da finde ich jetzt bei Balenos mehr raus. Silvia ist noch halbwegs interessant, Riga, Sternenfall, Odilita, das ist noch interessant und dann halt Dings und dann, nee, aber da habe ich glaube ich schon versucht mal Aufnahmen zu machen. Mal schauen. Erstmal gucken, weil diese Geschichten hier, übrigens ist diese Geschichte ja komplett neu gemacht, Balenos, also der komplette Anfang, deswegen nehme ich sie ja auch auf. Aber ab hier bei Ben Lorne, die Song von Ben Lorne, sieht man hier gerade, ein edelmütiger Zwerg ist wieder komplett normal, die Geschichte ist wieder so, als wenn ich bei Release hier spielen würde. Das haben schon so viele YouTuber und ich glaube, ich habe das auch einmal gemacht bei hier in den Streams von PlayStation zum Beispiel. Streams halt, die Story halt von grundlegend halt und das ist halt einfach halt backen. So, aber ihr habt gerade gemerkt oder so, also alle, die das jetzt hier schauen, es ist vielleicht ein bisschen angenehmer, wenn ich halt nur am Ende und am Anfang einmal das Rauschen reinhaue, wegen meinem Schnacken, bis ich dieses Problem mal selbst beheben kann. Ich bin da die ganze Zeit noch zwischendurch am Fummeln, aber ich kriege es einfach nicht weg, egal welche Einstellung ich mache, ich kriege das Rauschen nicht weg. Ich habe einige Headsets angeschlossen, die ich derzeit nutze. 3 habe ich derzeit oder so und das Rauschen ist bei einem mehr, bei anderem weniger. Vielleicht liegt es an der Soundkarte, die eingebaut ist oder so, ich weiß nicht, obwohl der Sound eigentlich nicht so schlecht ist. Muss ja nicht bedeuten, dass hier der Klinkerstecker hinten für die Headsets oder so ja nicht auch hochwertig ist. Ich weiß es nicht, vielleicht liegt es daran. Müsste ich mal schauen, ob ich eine neue Soundkarte mir irgendwann mal hole. Oder ein Lacher. So, lange Rede, kurzer Sinn. Damit ist die Folge beendet. Wir hören uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Und ich sage ciao.